Oh my lord. Hey collective. I hit record in the phone call. I know it's funny. I was thinking to myself I should probably start the video now, and I hit record. My phone fell, so that's just a nice confirmation to start off. So yeah, you should you should do that thing. But welcome in. Thank you all for all the support. I love you all so much. But let's see what Spirit has to say to you. What's going on? But we had the Page of Wands that came out first. And who was that? Because someone else. This is like. There's no way. Because I watched it flip. There it is. Okay. I was about to say. Okay. Yeah. So there's some sort of idea that you have that your thoughts. It's like. So there's something that you kind of entertain. Like there's this new thought. There's new action. There's this new idea that's been put on you. This new energy. This new pyre. Pure divine force that's been put on you, and you're in this phase of talking to yourself about it. Oh, how are we going to do this? How are we going to nurture these things on the physical? And this is good. Like this is part of the process that we need to be part of. The hey, this seems like a good idea. Let's why are we thinking we should do this? Are we looking to get something materialistic out of it? Are we looking for like a health benefit out of it? What are we actually looking for? Yeah, with the Ace of Wands, yeah, the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Cups, you're getting clarity about it to see if you need to walk away from it. Because it's like you're checking yourself. You're checking like, am I doing this out of fear? And if I am, I need to go walk away. Oh, but I'm doing this because I don't have that. Well, that's that energy of lack and fear, and you manifesting with that energy is only going to produce that. Walk away from doing that idea. The full reverse, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be good. With the Five of Wands, it's going to put you in more conflict with yourself. Doing so. These are the lessons that we need to learn. These are the things that we're bound to, is this weird work ethic of I need to overdo to achieve a little, or I need to constantly be working to constantly receive. These are all like not even real mindsets, You can have passive income without actively doing something. There's these thoughts though that aren't being nurtured. There's these, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that energy. And it was so funny because I was kind of picking up on that whenever before I came into this energy. I was sun gazing, and really just connecting, and I was kind of getting that energy of like, you can, it's just like there's this like fear. I don't know, like speak a little bit more boldly. You know what I mean? And we're all working on it, but like don't be afraid to do what you need to do. Yeah, because these thoughts that you're having are really destroying your feelings right now. Your feelings are turning into emotions. These feel, and that's why nothing's changing. Or if a change is happening, the change is ending things. It's making things fall apart. And it's like you need to stop with that fear energy, or the lack energy. It doesn't even have to be fear. It could be lack. It could be distrust. It could be hate. It could be distaste. It could be any sort of energy that's holding you back. Even arrogance. Even pride. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't have to do that. I don't look at myself as someone that needs to do that. Well, that's your pride. Tone it down a notch. Like, watch yourself. Check yourself. It's how it is. It's not saying that you're improper, but it's saying that what you're doing has been a cycle of yours, and you need to make sure that you're not doing it again. And this could even just be like, oh, I'm going to do it, and then, and with the King of Cups reverse, exactly, Spirit, thank you. It's like saying, oh, I'm going to do this, and then not doing it. You're not driving the car. You don't have the keys yet because you need to connect. So when you connect, by going through those rough waters, doing the things that you said you were going to do, doing the traversing, the traveling, whatever you're going to do, whenever you do that, then you're going to start winning. Then you're going to be able to see the nourishment come on the external. You're going to start seeing the divine nurture with you, which you're working on as you're co-working together, because you're no longer in this energy of, oh, divine, do this for me, do that for me. It's, hey, I invite you to co-create with me on this. It's no, like, there's a shaping of the of the relationship that needs to have. There needs to be more respect in it. You know, I mentioned that in the last video, but there needs to be a lot of respect in it. And there are a lot of spirits, a lot of ancestors and guides are at this energy where it's like, we need you to pay attention to this. We need you to act on these and actually do these things. Like, yes, they sound like good ideas because they're good ideas because we've been trying to tell you them. Like, and even if you haven't been getting told these things, like keeping them there for later, allowing yourself to be like, you know what, maybe later I can do this. Maybe sometime soon I need to like go do this. But the Fool reverse and the King of Swords reverse, there's like a lack of control, which is like making things seem unbalanced. And this lack of control is a lack of control of even yourself. You say you want to do something and then you don't do it. So then things go out of whack. It's well because you said you were going to do that thing and you never did. So now everything that you plan to do before that one thing isn't going to be how that one thing is going to be because you didn't do the first step. You skipped a step. You skipped a nail. So it's going to be wobbly. It's not going to be as solidified as it needs to be. Stick to the course is what I'm hearing. The Hermit and the Moon reverse. Yeah, because you know this. You know that you need to draw something up. There's something that you've been drawing up that you're aware of, but you're not taking some sort of action towards it. With the Page of Pentacles and the Hangman reverse, yeah, it's like you're still observing it for some reason. You're still in this energy of, oh, I wonder if I do a small change, if that's going to do anything. No, the Divine needs you all or nothing. Stop with this baiting stuff. For some of you who like are still in this energy of testing the Divine, get out of that. It's all or nothing. You got to get in. You know, Ten of Cups, align, get the Celestial Bridge, get with it. You know, get with the program, in or out. And you know, at first it's a weeble wobble, but for those that have been weeble wobbling for a minute, make a decision. It's time for a decision, in or out, because this cycle. Whenever the full moon hits, around that time is whenever this, you know, that's when new energy starts coming in, old energy starts dying off and releasing, and that starts coming in, your rewards from that start coming in, and new energy starts coming up. With the Eight of Swords reverse, again, just getting out of that mental prison, getting away from anything that blocks you, any sort of person, any sort of obstacle, words, thoughts, people, places, things, addictions, even if you have to delete things or block people, just getting those energies away from you, because they're stopping you from getting what you deserve from the give and take energy. Yeah, it's this third party energy that keeps transmuting everything into, oh, well, now I need to overwork and now I need to do things a lot more now because I did all these. It's like this you kept choosing the Three of Cups, or someone kept choosing the Three of Cups, or the Three of Cups kept being prevalent, and it was trying to show you, hey, this is going to happen. So now you're in this Nine of Wands energy of like, oh, now I'm kind of stressed, I don't know what to do. The test is to try and, I mean, here it is on the bottom. I wasn't going to say it, but there's the proof. To remain calm during this time of stress. You did this stress, so you should know how to solve it. It's as simple as just doing the task. But for some reason, you allow that stress to leech onto the Divine. You're giving the emotion that you've created free will to attack and dismantle things. With the World and the Nine of Pentacles reverse, I'm telling you, you literally manifest it. You give it permission to go, hey, attach yourself to the idea that the Divine gave it to me so that I don't choose it, so that it looks awful. And that's why when you're faced with all these ideas, you usually have a bunch of ideas give up really quickly. That's because those are the ideas from the Divine. That's why when you flip a coin and it's like, oh, heads is this and tails is that, and it lands on tails, and oh, I want to do what heads was. It's because the Divine put what you wanted to do with heads. You forgot all about, like, oh, fuck it, you know, it's probably going to be the thing I don't want. And it ends up being that to prove to you, yeah, because you don't fucking want it, so don't choose it. Choose the other thing, you know what I mean? The Divine's there to show you. It's all there for you to help you. And it's this energy of being scared. It's like, oh my God, I'm being watched all the time. Like who cares? You're being watched for your protection from higher beings that wish to lead you the right way, but that almost like keeps you up and scares you in a sense. There may, you know, I don't even know where that's coming from. That even might just be finding new information out, or just getting new guides, getting new downloads, or however. But there's a lot of fear, a lot of like lack of sleep, lack of rest, a lot of fighting against yourself with Cain and Abel, a lot of mental conflict. Your thoughts are fighting and killing each other. Like, oh, I can do this, I can't do that. So it allows some things in and cuts some things out. You're shutting the door on yourself in certain opportunities because you're unwilling to find some sort of balance within your emotions, to find some sort of regulation. And that's where you need to get your strength at, because you need to start taking actions on this energy, because all it's doing is leading to this tower. You keep losing your crown, you keep falling back down and not having a beneficial result on the external, because you keep choosing an option extremely quickly whenever you get in conflict with yourself, or whenever the world around you starts to combat you. And there's a need to not do that, because everything that the world brings is going to crumble by time. That's the rule of Saturn. Saturn's in retrograde. Saturn's not going to let that shit slide by. You need to start getting that victory. Step into your Leo energy. Seriously, I'm telling you right now. Step into that Leo energy. I know we talk about Leos a lot, but I had to say it like that because it's kind of funny. You know what I mean? But step into that passion. Step into the light. Leo light. Think of Leo as a lighter. You know, you flick it. Well, my lighter's dead, so. Yeah, I don't want to do that actually. But yeah. Regardless, be aware of these things. Be aware of that. And allow yourself to flick yourself on, because like, take it like a lighter. That's what I was trying to say with the lighter. Is you are a lighter, you need to flick your light on, and if you can't, you know, the fuel's in there, everything's in there, but you need to find a way to turn yourself. You need to find a way to flick yourself. You know, with the Page of Pentacles in the Lover's reverse, though, it is because this lack of connection within self. You want to still see yourself as separate. You're not separate. You are one. You are not separate. You are one. And there is this energy of not wanting to. Well, you're not. Well, hold on. You're two. You're not one. You are two. That's what I was saying. I hope I was. I was full out channeling. I couldn't even. That's what I need to get used to doing, because sometimes I'll fade back in and out whenever. But regardless, there needs to be like an inner working, because you're ignoring this other side of you because you deem it as bad or a certain way. Whenever you know what the higher ruling is telling you, this higher wisdom, this Solomon knowledge tells you, hey, yeah, we're two. We're two consciousness conjoined together. We're a conjoined twin of ghosts in one body that have to get along with each other so they can figure it out. It's not you versus the world, it's you versus you in the literal sense of your heart and your brain, if you want to look at it that way, or your intuition and your thoughts. You know? The divine and the flesh, you know? But you know these things, but there's like still a disagreement in it. And that right there is what's keeping you from understanding or grasping or being able to accelerate or removing these boundaries, because you don't even want to look into those parts of yourself. You deem them as bad and I have them under control. No, you fucking don't. You don't have anything under control when it comes to it, because it's like this energy, it feels like just like a projection wall, because it's like you know the solution, but there's not a fix to it. You're not fixing it. You're wanting a sign to tell you, or you're wanting something different to happen. But this internal look of seeing yourself and not seeing things as this duality based thing, because let me tell you the game of duality that they don't tell you about. When you split duality into a singularity to become one, that singularity becomes a duality. And if you split those up, then you got 4 dualities. And 6, 8, keep going. You cannot have a singularity. It is 2. It is a duality that exists together, not separate, so you can't determine one's good and one's bad. It's there. You just don't define it as good or bad. That's your first boundary. Because then with that good or bad, oh, I think this is bad, and I feel this way about that because that's bad. And then it has this spectrum of, oh, this is really bad and this is just bad. You see what I mean? We work on a realm of spectrums, not of scales. There's a difference. You know, scales is for spirit, because there's not else much. Did you do what you were supposed? Did you do it? Yeah, I did it. Good. Awesome. Yes or no? It's a simple way, because you understand these things. On this realm, it's a spectrum to show you everything. On the realm of infinite possibilities, there's no duality. It's a spectrum. It shows you everything. The male and female, it's the two ends. The duality of the spectrum from one end to the other. You don't have all men looking one way and all women looking the other way. There is a spectrum that goes from feminine looking men to masculine looking women. It is a scale. Understand that. If you cannot, you gotta get that down, because there's this weird energy that's keeping you from moving forward because you're unable to grasp it, and you have this like ego on top of it, and you think that you have like a higher understanding of it, but you don't. You're standing underneath it because you're still lacking to even understand truly what the spectrum is, and how it's connected, and what that really even means. Because when you look at these things, there's a need to really look at these things and allow your feelings to guide you and not your thoughts, because this energy of letting your thoughts guide you is still there. This is part of that spell that, has been over this world. It's forgetting our power. We don't realize these things because it's just freaking blind to it. We have to understand it. I'm doing y'all a favor trying to break this spell so we can start getting back to how we were, and really be in the energy of what everyone claims to be as saved. It's the Eight of Swords reversed. It's getting away from those thoughts. It's stepping into feeling, actual feeling, not thinking feeling. Not sitting there and going, how do I feel about this? That's thinking about how you feel about it. How do you feel about it? Let the feeling come up. Don't think. Shut the brain off. How do you feel? Your body feels. Your brain thinks. Your brain gets the receptor from the nine ether in the hair follicles. The hair is the antennas. It goes to the brain, tells the brain what to do. We're sensors. We feel. Our brain thinks. That's where thought comes in. Thought isn't us. It's downloads. Oh shit, this experience this way. Your brain can't see. You see. Your brain can't. Your thoughts can't see. You see. But your sight interacts with your thoughts. Tells your thoughts, yo, what's up? This is what's up. So be aware of these things. Understand them. They're not just told to you to just be forgotten about, or just be like, yeah, I understand that. It's like it's in front of your face. It's the answer to every problem in the world is right there in it. And you have to really look at these things in that type of way if this change is going to happen, because the feeling, if the feeling generates the thought of I'm doing it, then you're doing it. But if the thought goes, I'm doing it, but the feeling is confused, then there needs to be a looking. Why am I confused? Why do I not feel like I'm doing it right? Do I really need assistance on this, or am I just overthinking and stressing myself out? Take care of yourself in this way. People don't tell you to take care of yourself in this way. I will, though. Do it. Oh, well, not. You know what I mean by that. I know there are people out there talking like this. You know what I mean. But we have the Hangman and the Wheel. That's what it is. I'm telling you. Ponder on this. You know this already. It's inside of you. I'm just trying to crack that seed open, crack that egg open, get that stuff to grow. But that's how you're going to get this change to happen. That's how you're going to be on top of the game. That's how you get on top of the wheel, is by doing it. Being aware of it's the start. Putting it into practice day to day by watching yourself and being observant of yourself, and not just, co-creating in your life, but creating. And for some others you might be co-creating because the divine's taken over, but regardless, there is a union happening with you and higher forces to create what you want. There just needs to be an energy of waiting, of stop poking at things with the magician, because you know what to do. You know how things work. You just need to do it. You need to really ponder about it and do it, especially with the three of Pentacles. There's something you need to work on. It's like physical work that you're unable to do, whether it's spiritual work on the physical or however, but you know about it. But it's something that's going to really enlighten. The sun, the moon, and judgment reverse. Yeah, you're ignoring what mother and father are telling you, basically, is what I'm picking up. But it's like you see how innocent it is, but it's also scary to you because you're not hearing the call correctly. It's like, yeah, everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna have all these things. It's gonna be beautiful. You're getting the deja vu. The deja vu is making you feel good, but then you think the feeling is good, but the thought's bad. The feeling's good and the thought's bad. Understand? Yeah, with the Eight of Wands, even because you're getting the green. You're getting the green light with the Knight of Wands to transform these things, but there's a thinking process. There's a uh-oh, don't do this because I'm afraid of XYZ that keeps it from manifesting to the physical to start a new cycle, which is like the whole issue. So really see what you deem to be good or bad. See why you deem it to be good or bad. Is it based off a feeling or a thought? You know? And then if it's based off a feeling, why is that feeling thought of as bad, or good? And you gotta question both sides. It's what we do. We don't just receive things without questioning it. We gotta ask, like, why. So, like, why do I feel this is good? Why do I feel like it's bad? Why do I feel like asking myself if things are good or bad, or is good or bad? Why do I feel like that's unimportant? Why do I feel overdoing that? Why am I scared of doing it? Why do I need to have some sort of boundary between doing that? Why am I not ready to do that? Things of that nature. You know what I mean? With the Nine of Pentacles reverse, again, it's just like this unfulfilled wish. This test is on the physical is not being seen because it's a physical mental test. Your physical is reflecting your mental because your mental is not good, but you're working on the physical, not your mental. But when you work on your mental, you almost bash yourself or say, oh, I don't need to focus on that or that, without even going, wait a minute, why do I even shun that away? Like, it's such an auto response, like, oh, I'm just looking out for myself, or the divine's doing it. No, why did I push that away? It's a download. It shouldn't be pushed away. It should be understood and downloaded, and read, installed. So why did I push it away? It wouldn't be sent to me if it wasn't for me. With the Seven of Wands reverse, there's no thought in that. You just receive and go on, and you're unable to do it because you're not seeing it right. You're not getting the correct energy from it. The Five of Cups reverse. This is how you stop. This is saving you this is going to save you that regret, that unknowing, the uncertainty, the what the fuck am I doing wrong? The Nine of Wands. Well, what you're doing wrong is the Nine of Wands reverse. Is just you're not allowing the energy to go where it's going. You're not. You work a little too late. And the divine gives you wiggle room, but you work a little too late. There needs to be an energy of looking back at your thoughts more, and not being like, oh, I don't need to pay attention to those, because those thoughts that you turn away really quickly are your feelings. The reason why it's so quick to do so, and so to do so out of nowhere, is because that's the divine speaking to you. You're getting closer to the divine, and your ego doesn't like that. Your ego knows this. It's like, I don't want this. I don't want that. The curse kicks in. The spell kicks in. Boom. It's like, oh, I don't want to feel my feelings anymore because it's getting too real, and I shouldn't feel this happy, or the world shouldn't feel this magical. No, it feels this magical. This spell, the depression, the press in, with the pressing in, the gray, the depression, the poison to keep us down. Poison everywhere. Not even pointing. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. Like, press it in. We gotta fight that shit. How do we fight it? With spirit. Because nothing on the physical can stop the spiritual. That's why everything in the spiritual happens first. That's why this grand awakening is happening. Doesn't matter what's happening on the physical. That's why everything on the physical is falling apart. Why people are waking the fuck up real quick. That's why all these fucking people who were using black magic to protect themselves aren't working no more. That's why you're scot-free. That's why you're feeling freer, because you're freeing yourself of this curse. You're still under some part of the curse if you're not. There's some parts of you that you'll see do deep diving on, and get that healing however you got to. But whenever you get that healing, it's time to go. Time to get up and zoom. And the healing's never done. But once you're done, like, understanding the situation and the lesson and healing, like, through the big part, then you got to go on and see the minor lessons. Yeah, nurture yourself. Don't overwork yourself with the Eight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, because that shit ain't working. I'm telling you right now, nurture yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself no more. There ain't no more time to do that. Ace of Wands, Six of Cups reverse. I'm telling you, if you overwork yourself, you ain't getting what you want. Oh, I'm not getting the gratification that I want because I'm overworking. So that means I don't deserve anything. And and I'm not doing good enough. No, that's bullshit. You're doing just fine. It's coming in slowly, down at Pentacles. You just gotta be patient. Gotta be patient. It's okay. Being patient is fun. Okay, who came through that time? Who was that one? Oh, of course it was. Never mind. I know who it was. That's funny. That's really funny. That's classy. But, like, keep it real with yourself, you know? Keep it real with yourself. If you gotta... Being patient can be fun, but it sometimes isn't. You just gotta be real with yourself and be like, you know what? I'm impatient. I'm telling you, a judge is coming out. You gotta be real with yourself. I'm impatient. That's cool. Four of Swords reverse. I gotta quit. I gotta rest. I'm not resting well. Maybe I need to sleep. Maybe I'm not sleeping well. Pentacles, because my thoughts are running all over the place. I'm keeping myself out of places that I need to go because I'm in this waiting energy with all this. I'm in this waiting period with all this energy, and I don't fucking like. I want to work. I gotta get rid of this energy somehow. Work on yourself, not on the physical. Work on yourself, not on the physical. When you're told to wait, and you got all that energy, work on yourself. Page of Wands. You gotta use the energy. If you want to keep new energy, spend energy. You cannot hog it. Same with money. You want new money, spend money. You know? You ain't gotta do all these money rituals and all that shit. You just gotta release. You gotta release and attract. And by attracting is removing these barriers of, oh, I can't attract, I can't do this and that. You can. Anything's possible in the realm of possibility, including stopping yourself from getting to your destiny. It's there though, but the Hierophant reversed and the Five of Wands upright, because this disconnect from you knowing that you're a twin individual, this disconnect from knowing that you are two in one vessel, making you three. Okay? 3D. 3 dimensions. 1, 2, 3. One dimension is feeling. One dimension is thought. One dimension is the physical realm. You know, it is existence. You know, is the spirit. Is life. Is the third dimension, being able to have volume, feeling it up. So what am I being full of? Spirit. What am I being full of? What is this avatar being full of? If we were in the 2D, it wouldn't be full of anything. It'd be half and half. It'd be, oh, I listen to my feelings when these things happen, and I listen to my thoughts when these things happen, and there wouldn't be anything. It'd be really weird. It'd be really like two-sided, and there would be no difference. Like one side would be only yeses and one side would be only nos. It'd be that way, genuinely. 3D, what am I being full with? Thoughts and feelings. Those are the 2 dimensions that you're being full of in the 3 dimensions. It's your thoughts and your feelings. And your 1 dimension, you, yourself, your ego, you know, your third eye, you, that is all that is. And we have the page, but the page of Pentacles reversed. There's like, I don't know. It feels like there's like a bit of like there is like fear with the Lovers reversed, because there is this disconnect, and this disconnect's causing like things just not work. But work on that connection. Work on that connection seriously. With Temperance, and the 9 of Cups. Because you can, and the Ace of Swords. Because this, when you get this mental clarity, and the 4 of Wands, when you come into this union and bring balance to yourself, you're gonna see how much of a genie you really are. Like, you're able to get all that you want and more. But there just needs to be a need to believe it, and then stop killing yourself with these thoughts and betraying yourself all the time by saying you can't do things. Because that's just not true at all. And you can, but you're just not seeing it or realizing it or doing it yet. But that is the reading for y'all today. Thank you so much for being here, Spirit. Thank you so much for being here, Mother, Father, God. Thank you so much for being here, Ancestors. Thank you so much for being here, Collective. If you're wanting high quality bracelets, you can go to the description, the link in the description for Spirit Otter, and use the code in the description for 20% off. Really good bracelets. If you're wanting a reading from me or any service from me, you can go to the description or use the order form. Go to the description and use the order form, or email me. Excuse me. And we'll get that set up. If you want to be part of the Google group chat, you can also email me and we'll get you added to that as well. Um, if you would, I mean, not if you would, excuse me. Thank you so much for the likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they are energetic or physical. I appreciate all of them to the moon and back. But I love all of you so much to the moon and back tenfold and forever, and I will see you all later.